Thank you for coming back to Polka Dot Mailbox, and if you're new, welcome. Today I am working with the Confetti Wishes Card Making Bundle, and this is a really cute kit. You would have seen my last video where I followed the instructions and put 4 simple cards together directly from the package, exactly as it was shown. But I wanted to give an example of how quick and easy it is to really put the cards together if you wanted to. I also wanted to give an example as to how you could elevate the cards and add some other touches from your stash from things that don't come in the collection. So you would have seen on the last birthday card there, I just added a little twine bow as well as 2 sparkly gems, and this one I've added a flower, 3 buttons, and a little twine bow as well in the middle of the tag. Now, in the last video, I had said that I didn't feel the need to use my glue gun to adhere the stickers down to the cards. I take that back because I actually did go in with my glue gun again afterward and put them down with that because I found that they didn't stick really as well as I would have liked them to. I had to peel them off, but they were able to come off. So if I'm shipping something far like I normally do, I definitely want to make sure that I have everything secure. And again here, I just added a few little pieces, a little bow tied up with one of the twine, and some little enamel triangles that almost made it look like those word phrases were arrows. So that was cute. And here I took a flare badge that I had in my stash that says Good Times, and it kind of matches the theme and the color. It looks like the car is saying Good Times, and I added those 2 little gems in the middle of the O's, and then I just wanted to balance something out to create a bit of a triangle up top there and bring in a little piece of orange, a little bow, and give a point of interest up to the top. So there I've just added a little bit of further embellishments to these 4 cards that I had created, and I'm really happy with the way they turned out. They were cute as they were, but here's just some ideas if you wanted to bring them up a notch and put a little bit more detail and time and effort into your handmade cards. You could easily do so. So now I'm going to work right from the start with these last 4 kits. So you can make 8 cards out of the entire package, and you can just follow the directions as are laid out for you, and it's very simple and easy. But I thought I would give you some other ideas about ways that you could use the products in this bundle to create kits or to create cards. So I thought that I would take a look at the example and see sort of what they had in mind, but I brought in a few other elements to play with. So the one card I'm going to use a peach rosette, and the other one I'm going to use like a teal rosette. Those were gifted to me by Miss Avali in some happy mail that she sent to me. She's the queen of rosettes. She does an amazing job. Since then, I've tried to make my own rosettes, and I've made them out of a cardstock paper. That definitely was fun, and I enjoyed the way that turned out. But the material that she uses is like a crepe paper, and they're so delicate, and they add a nice level of texture without so much dimension. When I made the ones out of cardstock, I found that they were really thick, and I like the weight of these ones, that they're lighter. So I go ahead and adhere that chipboard piece, and then the pre-made rosette that I had, which the peach matches really well with this card. The other side of this card actually has stripes of blues and greens that you could easily have used it that way. So because I had this peach rosette, I played off of that, and I used this colorful side of the card. And again, just a simple bow tied with twine. That's a really quick and easy tip to add texture to any card. I find that there's so many fun places that you can add that. Here I've added it to a word. You would have seen earlier I added it almost like a bow to the parrot. I've added into flower embellishments there as well, and yeah, it brings a really nice element. So here I'm playing with the stickers and trying to figure out, how the best way. I really like the way that corner piece sits in there, but I found it was too much with the sticker that I go ahead and use here. There were too many ferns coming out and it looked like too much. So I wanted to use that sparkle piece that was a cute size for the card, and it was a nice chipboard element to put on there. So there again, look at that. I'm just putting a bow on the little vase and acts as a nice piece of texture. I decided to come in and add the happy birthday up top there just to give a sentiment to the card that had purpose. And I tucked in a few other flowers, and then that card's done. So very simple. This one I used a doily for a background. The actual card has this beautiful confetti in the background, and I'm showing you here a number of different samples. Like, I like a lot of the ways that I could have put any of these cards together when I was just playing with it. It's like, oh yeah, that looks nice, this looks nice. With this card in particular, I wanted to use the first class stamp sticker. I just felt like it went well with the theme of the car, and I also wanted to keep it sort of appropriate card for a male, and I wanted it to be a birthday card as well. So I just brought in 2 sentiments there, and I kept it very clean line. I didn't put any flowers on it, and that way it's something that could be given to, a brother, a father, a friend that's male. And then this card here I go back to, and like I said, I could have actually done any number of different ones on this, and I decided to go ahead and use that Confetti Wishes. I put in a triangle of little enamel dots and sequins. I use quite often the center of a flower. I'll use a enamel dot for it. So because the Confetti Wishes sign and the floral piece were the same thickness, I go ahead and back this one so that it can sit up and hang over a little bit on top of the sign. I could have done it over top where it was completely separate, but I liked that they were touching, and I liked the way that circle is sort of framing the whole piece instead of having it far above. So you could add these sentiments or not. You could easily put any of these sentiments on the inside of the card. But again, another cute one that I was really happy with the way that it turned out. So here's the complete 8 set of cards. I'll show you some closer up photos of the details inside. I really like how colorful and cheerful and bright this kit is. I now have a stash of 8 cards in my basket to go ahead and pull out when some occasions come up. Specifically, most of them are for birthdays, which is quite often a card that is needed. And I think these will come in quite handy. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And we'll see you again next time.